welcome back to Let's Play Spider-Man. I'm BurningDogFace, and we now pick up right where we left off.
There's the eclipse.
The plant. Yoink! I'm falling into an infinite green void. Oh.
I need to buy me time, but I need an antitoxin to mix a permanent antidote. One of Harry's research stations was developing a synthetic atropine.
No, it wasn't.
Gotta get there fast.
Oh, God. 1,400 meters, really? I mean, I'll allow it. Maybe there was a non-canon one we didn't do a mission for. Oh!
Giant deadly scorpion tails. Lovely.
I thought it was the Kraken for a second. Just a...
How you feeling, Spider? Raw panic crawling up your spine.
Scorpion? How'd you get this number?
Always asking those interesting questions. It's not how am I calling you, it's am I calling you? Maybe I'm just a fever scream of your dying brain.
Real or no, when I cure this poison, I'm coming for you, Mac.
Big talk from the little bug. Have fun chasing pink elephant.
The giant scorpion tails keep rearing back and rushing at me, trying to stab me, and I have to dodge out of the way when the prompt appears on the tip of the tail. They're just looming over me like it's the Kraken's tentacles. He'd think they were giant penises, let's face it. Freud was obsessed with sex and assumed that everyone else was as well. Hence the conviction that every man secretly wants to screw his mother.
My mind's trying to kill me. I think I've achieved Pete Parker.
After I fell out of the void, it dropped me off on the roof of, Ow. Got stabbed. Dropped me off on the roof of ESU again. Or that ESU building, anyway.
He looks so real. There's the research station. Need that atropine. I have to get into the station.
Just today, I saw a frame from a Spider-Man comic. I guess it was one of the Spider-Verse events they did in the comics. And it's Peter reloading his web cartridges while just leaning against a wall next to another Spider-Man who is in the black suit. I don't even know if it's a symbiote or a felt suit or whatever, but felt, or fabric, is what I wanted to say. And they're discussing, this is weird, man. One of the other Spider-Man was going around unmasked, and I swear to God, he looked exactly like the guy from Seabiscuit. Fucking Tobey Maguire joke. And I'm pretty sure it was an Andrew Garfield joke when the other Spider-Man responded, yeah, and I saw a guy who looked like it was a dead ringer for the dude from The Social Network. I guess it must have been before Tom Holland, because they did not proceed to make a third joke.
Atropine's right there.
Where am I? Yeah, I don't think there was a thing right here. Oh, good, I'm still getting thwips. NYC Wallcrawler learned... Laura Theo says, NY, overreacts to violent self-created threat with more self-threatening violence. Me, big mood. You can do it, Peter. Remember all the science.
Atropine's gone.
Back in the lab.
Not again.
No, fuck this. We're going out. No, we're not going out that way. This is weird. Oh boy.
You're too late. Just as you were too late to help me.
This isn't you, Doc.
Ah, but it is me. The me polite society found inconvenient. The parts of myself I suppressed. But you helped me break those chains.
It's Octavius
I'm
Industries.
sorry. I'll find a way to help you. I swear it.
All blown open and abstract.
Stop deluding yourself. You never help anyone. The poison isn't in you. You are the poison. Everyone you touch suffers.
If that's really Peter's heartbeat, he's skipping beats, and it sounds terrible.
Stop running from me. Let me try.
I want nothing from you.
Press left trigger and
You're
right
a
trigger to
failure.
web tunnel.
At life, love, career. You bring nothing but pain.
Oh. It's
No,
the thing
Stop.
where he throws
I'm not
himself in the
giving
middle of
up on
something.
you. Please, just talk to me. I can help you.
So you can treat me like all the rest. Detaining me, suffocating me. No, I will let my genius shine on its own.
Press left trigger to aim at a surface, and right trigger to zip to that surface.
I saw you, Peter, taking notes, stealing ideas, a rat in my own lab. To think I called you a friend.
There are giant octopus tentacles
I
arcing
am your
over us.
friend, Otto. Please. I've always supported you. I always will.
Supported me by selling my ideas to Norman, by
No.
sabotaging my greatest works. Don't think I didn't see. Don't think I didn't know.
Please, Doc. Please.
I had such high hopes for you, Peter. Such lofty ambitions. You could have been a great scientist. But you lacked will. Always scattered. Always late.
I tried, Doc. I wanted to be there, but
But what? Excuses. Endless excuses. I didn't hire a research assistant. I hired a lazy leech. A boy playing at being a man.
no, that's not true. There it is. The atropine.
Oh. Spiraling all around me. When did Scorpion become fucking Scarecrow, man? The thing this reminds me of most is the Scarecrow sequences from Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. Actually, never played Arkham Knight.
Got the atropine. Now I just need to mix up the antidote. Looks like I'm headed back to the lab.
Still with us?
And nearly cured. Sorry to bust up your plans.
Oh, Webbs, don't worry. Plenty of surprises left for you. We'll be seeing each other again real soon.
Count on it.
It's been going on for half an hour now, so I am going to call it here, but, I guess I'll cut it off earlier than this, so I'm just going to do a jump cut and then do an outro for the previous episode, which I guess you guys have already seen, even though I haven't recorded it yet. This is weird. Okay. It's a couple days later, and we're ready to go fight Scorpion. Hopefully. Not sure where this is going to leave off.
Now I just need to mix up the antidote. Looks like I'm headed back to the lab.
Still with us?
And nearly cured. Sorry to bust up your plans.
Oh, Webbs, don't worry. Plenty of surprises left for you. We'll be seeing each other again real soon.
Count on it.
Almost forgot about those fuckers. Oh, they just keep popping up as I'm going. They're really following me. Even the Kraken couldn't be this big. It's everywhere. Oh god, I can see 3 of them right now. I don't like that they roar. Oh, they've stopped talking. Since it is technically the start of the session for me, shout out to Silent Assassin 47. Who left a comment that just says first with a gold medal emoji. I haven't gotten one of those in a while. And, oh, yes, I meant to acknowledge this last time. Shout out to Justin Jones, who says, this is actually a comment left on a Power Wash Simulator video, but I thought it was appropriate since it was about last Friday. I was starting to think that YouTube was playing games, and I didn't see any new videos from you yesterday. I hope everything is okay. And thank you for saying that. I don't know. Friday was kind of rough. Or Thursday, rather, was kind of rough, and I just wasn't in the right headspace to start recording videos, you know? Even if I was supposed to be making Power Wash videos. I apologize for the gap in the schedule. Try not to let that happen again. Just sometimes, shit happens, you know? Oh, that's real close.
I don't even want to know what Freud would make of those.
There's about 10 of them in front of me, and they're all just watching me with their stingers. I don't like the way they keep angling up like that, like they're chinning at me.
Mine's trying to kill me.
No!
Okay, poison bad. I should have known that.
Back this way. Okay. New York doesn't look good in this shade. I mean, I love green. This is a bit much. Oh. 2 of them just rushed me at once. That was kind of cool.
Made it. Somehow. But I'm running out of time. I need to mix the antidote.
Oh, everything's all wavy now. Like the whole screen is heat wash on it. Walking back into the lab corridor.
Finally, the real lab. No more hallucinations.
I always did wonder what was behind that door. A psychedelic green acid world, or green poison world even, is not what I had in mind. Oh, he's fallen over.
I think not.
That was labeled
You're in my domain.
Doc Ock.
You're just like Osborn, trying to steal my genius. Everything that happens now is your fault. I knew you were laughing at me. All of you, behind my back. You begged me for salvation. But it will be too late. This is justice.
Thought I forgot about you.
Scorpion, are you even real?
Hold still. I'll show you.
These webs and gadgets to stun Scorpion. Apologies for that. I forgot to set Steam to offline, so I guess Ransu gets a cameo in the corner of the screen. Since they were seeing dialogue at the time. Okay, gadgets. No! That's acid. What if I do this?
Leave me an opening.
Oh, he didn't like that. He's like a foot and
Another
a half
hallucination.
taller than me.
At least he had an imaginary glass jaw.
Oh, he just disintegrated into smoke. That's why he called him hallucination. Although, honestly, here I'm not sure. Can I just hitch a ride on the giant fucking tentacle that's already heading over in that direction? No? Oh. The tentacles have the hands at the front, just like the real ones, except all the fingers are wiggling in a way that kind of reminds me of mandibles. Oh, what the fuck? Bunch of, like 6 wisps have flown in. And they're all Scorpion!
Now I know you're the poison trying to distract me. Bring it on.
Fuck me, he just jumped like 100 feet horizontally. Can scorpions pounce? Is that a thing?
You're a loser. All you'll ever be is a loser.
Ah! Get him!
One down.
I only need to get a good 3-hit combo on them to make them disintegrate, but there are a lot of them, and they're all spitting acid at me.
Get rid of him and focus on the job.
Fucking the world would be better off without me, says Scorpion. Also want to note, he's the only guy so far who's been smart enough to launch projectiles that I can't throw back at him. Oh! Okay.
Everyone you ever met suffers.
It's like fighting internet trolls. Knock one down and it pops up.
Oh my goodness. What do we even have that'll hit him hard enough? This. Ow. Ow! For fuck's sake.
If I was your uncle, I would have jumped in front of a bullet too.
My inner voice has really developed an attitude.
That was just uncalled for, Peter. Ah! God damn it! Every time I watch one of them.
Ever notice Mary Jane does a lot better when you're not around? Think about that.
I think I'd rather fight the real Scorpion than my subconscious.
He just fucked up.
Just a few more left.
I didn't even use a gadget on him. Fuck me. Ah! I guess the... 3 down. Bomb. Get closer, get closer.
Another one down.
Ooh! I used a finisher on that one, and Spidey shot webs into his tail, pulled it down to stick it into the ground, and while he was trying to pull it out, Spidey shot webs into the over arc of Scorpion's tail and used it like a swing set to kick him in the head. I rather liked that. Motherfucker. Gotcha! Oh, he really didn't like the electric webs.
One more.
Where'd you go? Ah, there you are. He's got a spear. Oh, he just bumped into that weird floating stick in such a way it looked like it was in his hand.
Hope that's the last of them. I can barely stand up. There's the centrifuge I need.
It's floating in the air. Oh, that's helpful. It's coming back down, and all the stuff that was on that table is assembling itself.
Finally. I'm running out of time. I can feel it. I think I did it. Where'd my suit go?
He's in boxers and a mask!
Decontamination a little too far. I'd better put some clothes on. Much better. Let's just go ahead and forget that ever happened.
Was I in my underwear this entire time? How embarrassing. I liked the detail of all the little nicks and scratches all over him. Kind of surprised there weren't more severe scars, to be perfectly honest. Oh, and for Justin's sake, the boxers were like light gray and covered in a repeating pattern of Spider-Man faces. He was wearing his own merch. I guess he presumably is wearing his own merch. They were just a little snug. Maybe there were boxer briefs. Nah, I'm not going to turn the radio on. The old Doc wouldn't have liked that. Alright, looks like I did hit those. Yeah, someone left a comment saying there might be more logs on the audio logs here in the lab, but I guess that might have been talking about the ones at Otto's other lab. What's this?
Defense contracts. He was designing gear for my greatest enemies this entire time. Probably thought it was funny with me making Spider-Man's gear just next door.
Yeah, I do recognize that thing now as one of the segments from Rhino's armor. And that thing's covered in yellow and red notes from markers, but I do recognize it as the pointy bits that were on Electro's new vest. Man. I still can't tell if he knew. But Peter was Spider-Man, I mean.
Doc's the smartest man I know. And now he might be the most dangerous.
It's weird that it still zooms in on the screen, even though it's completely broken, huh? What are these dodecahedrons anyway? Unless it's an icosahedron. Oh, that just interacts with the arms the way you used to be able to. Fine. I guess let's put the usual suit back on. Now that everything isn't green, and it doesn't feel like too much. There was a comment I wanted to get to. It was weird to be in the lab as Spider-Man, though, I will say that.
Ooh, head's still foggy. Need to work the last of this poison out of my system before I tackle the other villains.
Level 49.
Good time to go on patrol.
I had a comment there. Fairly lengthy one, actually.
1043, reports of a tour bus taken hostage by escaped prisoners. Additional officers requested near Flatiron.
Oh boy. Rogue Sable Agent says, we've been given orders to apprehend NYC Wallcrawler dead or alive. The one guy who could actually help us. Smart move. Dit. Poop emoji. Oh dear. I'll just get this. What the hell? Shout out again to Justin Jones. He says, yeah, Jameson is right about Sable in that they do not have the right to falsely imprison or silence peaceful protests. What is probably happening is that Osborn's lawyers are arguing that Sable is a PMC and thus not bound with the same restrictions that the government is. Of course, this is nonsense, and the courts would be aware of the fact. Simply put, a PMC acting on behalf of the government, Osborn as mayor in this instance, is still representing the interests of the government. Thus, they are bound by the same rules. If Osborn argues that they are acting as mercenaries for his company, then he gets into real trouble as he is acting outside the law. Here's the fucked up part of all this, though. Let's assume that several people start a class action lawsuit against the mayor's office vis-a-vis Sable. They do have an open and shut case, but Osborn's lawyers are going to file so many motions and counter motions that the whole thing will be tied up in court. He actually doesn't even have to win the legal battle to win, as all he needs is to buy enough time to finish his project / achieve his other objectives. Afterwards, he can just settle and everyone fucks off. Osborn gets his victory, the plaintiffs get almost nothing, and all of the lawyers involved make bank. The only thing that might fuck up Osborn's use of Sable is if the plaintiffs can get in front of a judge and file an injunction suspending Sable's operations until the lawsuit is resolved. Fuck me, no wonder people would prefer to rely on Spider-Man. It adds this. The neurotoxin that Spider-Man gets injected with reminded me a little of the fear gas that Scarecrow uses. I like the fact that Peter is able to resist its effects long enough to figure it out and unfuck himself. For science! And that conversation Peter thinks he is having with Otto is both sad and fucked up. It is fairly obvious that he's not actually talking to the good doctor, as he is confronting something that he already knew deep down. Well, I think parts of that were projecting, like when Otto was accusing Peter of betraying him and spying on him the entire time. But, yeah, I do think part of that was Peter admitting to himself that Otto did not magically become like this when he put on the arms. They just made it worse. Just Like Mama's. That's a great name for a restaurant. last. Not a secret landmark.
MJ, hey.
Oh.
You mind if I toss a kind of thorny ethical question at you? When is it okay to give up on a friend?
Oh, wow, Pete. Thinking of Otto?
That obvious, huh?
Yeah, understandable, though. Man, the high-minded, generous part of me wants to say, never. Being a true friend means being there, even when people lose their way. But with what Otto's done, I just don't know, Pete. I guess you have to decide if the Otto Octavius you knew is still in there or not. Maybe if he was ever even in there at all.
Yeah. Thanks, MJ. I gotta process some stuff, I think.
Call me anytime, Pete. I'm here for you.
Well, that wasn't heavy at all. I'm BurningDogFace, and I will see you on the next episode of Let's Play Spider-Man, when we continue pondering these ethical dilemmas and probably pummeling some bad guys into the dirt. We'll see. Till then, have yourselves a great day, Burning Dog fans. Later!